Starbucks because I'm just thirsty. I just been working. I've got a little bit left. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Listen, if you are new here, I am Kiara M. If you've been here already, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you like the content that I am putting out, do not forget to do those things. All right, it's so super duper important. And also there's a bell, y'all. Click on that bell so that you can be notified every time I drop any sort of video. You want to be in the know, all right? The title of this video speaks for itself. We're gonna be talking about how to successfully prepare for 2024. It is not too late. You are ahead of the curve, let me just tell you. So for those who follow me on Instagram, you know I've been off the grid for a bit. I typically take a break from social media at least 3 different times of the year. At the end of the year, I take a break to kind of just like reflect, become like rejuvenated, refreshed, and to typically prepare for a successful at least Q1 of the new year. And that is exactly what I did while being off the grid for, oh my God, it's been like a month now. So yeah, let's jump right on into it. Tip number 1 for successfully preparing for 2024 would be to do a self-audit. Drop your location. You know that little pin thing? Drop your location, y'all. What does your now look like? Like, what, when I tell y'all I'm not going through anything, this was my self-audit. I sit and did a self-audit. And not all of it was good, but you have to drop your location. What does your now look like? Do you have a job? Are you making money? How is your parenting? How is your relationship? How are you relationally within your community? Like, what's going on? Where are you at this very moment? I even got I got so into detail that I wrote out, you know, what was in my account as of at the time that I was doing the self-audit. Like, what do you spend most of your money on? What do you not need to stop spending on? Like, where are you right now? Get completely honest and real with yourself and do a self-audit. Tip number 2 would be, what did you like and dislike about 2023? For example, I love the fact that Travis and I became more intentional about creating a solid foundation, not only for our relationship and our marriage, because we're getting married in 2024. So not only as a result of our relationship, but for our children, you know, spiritually, like we became super intentional. I love that that transpired in 2023. I love the fact that in 2023, I got to spend a lot of time at home with Omari after having him. You know, I'm not gonna say it's a regret, but one of the things that I wish I would have done was taking more time out. When Sanaya was just born, to spend more time with her. I went back to work like a month and a half after I had Sanaya. So, you know, of course me and Sanaya have our own memories, but we didn't get that time. Versus this entire, Omari's first year and a half now, I have been able to work from home with Omari. Even though it was tough and it's had its challenges, I genuinely love the time that he and I have spent together and been able to just develop, because it's just so important. He's so young. It was just important to be here. So I love that about 2023. I love joining Eagles Nest Church and the community that I'm building there. I love watching my brother flourish and my sister flourish and my parents and just everybody just coming into themselves. Like, I just love all of those things that transpired in 2023. I dislike the fact that I had to let some friendships go in 2023. Friendships that I didn't see any growth in, or friendships that I just didn't see align with where I'm being taken in life. And that was a very hard thing to do. And I disliked it because it's hard. And everything that's hard is likable. So I disliked that in 2023. I disliked the fact that I lost someone super duper just amazing and important to me. He's like a little brother, my mentee Solomon. Like, I lost him to cancer in 2023. I disliked that. I disliked the fact that even though it was necessary, I transitioned in 2023 out of radio radio. I've been in radio for so long. For those of you guys who know, you know, like, but I have become too comfortable, and God is calling me to so much more and newer heights and newer things, and I had to say goodbye. So I didn't like the fact that I had to transition out of radio completely in 2023. So the third tip for preparing for a successful 2024 is to write out 3 to 5 attainable year goals. You got to get clear and specific about these goals. And I know we hear that all the time, but you got to get clear and specific about these 3 to 5 goals. Excuse me, that's my brother texting me. They have to be measurable, all right? And they got to be realistic. Not to say that it's not okay, that you can't dream. But y'all, be realistic about what you want to accomplish. These 3 to 5. You can dream in between, but these 3 to 5 concrete goals that you want to accomplish in 2024. All right? Tip number 4 would be to visually see yourself in different aspects. So I wrote out, how do you see yourself physically? Write that out. Like, even if it's a person, you want to look like Tyra Banks or Holly Berry, like, or at least not look like them, but have the body structure. Like, what do you see for yourself physically? Visually, what do you see for yourself? Mentally, mentally, where are you? Are you at peace? Do you see Zen rocks? Do you see yourself climbing up mountains and sitting there meditating? Like, mentally, where do you see yourself? All right, spiritually, where do you see yourself spiritually? How do you want to feel? Like, you gotta go detail, like, God, like, how do you feel? You know, when you think about your spirituality, you want to read. How do you expect to feel as you're reading God's word or spending time with him or meditating? Like, be specific. Relationally, like, how do you want to treat people? What does that look like for you? How do you want to be treated, right? Do you want to follow up a little bit more on friendships? Do you want to be the initiator of meetings and all of those sorts of things? Like, what does that look like for and to you, right? Financially, what do you see for your bank account? I mean, like, measurable, clear, specific, realistic. Like, what do you know that if you put your all into it and your best foot forward, you can achieve when it comes to your finances? Like, do you want to get out of debt? Or realistically, do you just want to pay off at least one bill for the year? Like, what does that look and feel like to you, right? Characteristics speaks for itself. Who are you? Who do you want to be in 2024? Do you want to be more bold? Do you want to be confident? Do you want to be graceful? You know, do you want to be slow to speak and quick to listen? Like, what does that look like? And go a step further, y'all. How does it feel? Because you want to be able to look back on all of this and I want you to imagine, like, how you feel as you was compiling this list. Like, literally, as I sat down and did my self-audit, I can feel how I felt in those moments of writing certain things out. And so that is so super duper important. How do these things feel, right? So you did your self-audit. That was tip number 1. You wrote out what you liked and disliked about 2023. That was tip number 2. You created those 3 to 5 attainable goals. That was tip number 3. You wrote out visually what you see when it comes to these different categories. That was tip number 4. And then tip number 5, y'all, is your vision board. So after I did my entire audit and did everything that I'm telling you guys to do, then I set the mood, y'all. I turned on my Christian coffee house music. I can put a link to that below because I just love it. I put on my Christian coffee house music. You know, I opened my laptop, came here, got dressed, and because I literally just wrapped up my vision board. I had been sitting on it, praying, meditating. I just wanted it to be the best time for me in order to do it. It's quiet. My son is taking a nap, and I just got to it, putting my vision board together. And I do my vision board on Canva, and typically I would do the vision board portrait style, and then I'll just download it. Sometimes I'll put it on my computer, or I print out the sheet of paper and tape it up somewhere that I look at every single day. But what I decided to do was take the advice of another vlogger, and after I created it in Canva, I did a Canva print. So Canva's gonna send me a portrait, but it's gonna be like on of course, like a project paper board. And it was only 12 bucks. They're gonna print it out. They resized the design for me and everything. And again, it's $12. And I did a Canva print. And they're gonna send it to me in 14 days. So I did still download it, but then I got it printed so it could be bigger. And then I could just place it somewhere that I have to see. Typically, it'll be in my closet where I have to go every single day. I could put it up and I could look at it. And again, feel those feelings. It's the same as manifestation. It's just like seeing it and visualizing it and feeling it in detail and working toward it, being super intentional about everything that you put on that board. I would even take it a step further to say, y'all, I've been doing some research on a 12-week year. All right. And all that is outside of the 12-month goals. Break it down a little bit further into the first 12 weeks of the year. So maybe you take the first 2 goals that you wrote for, you did your 3 to 5 attainable goals. Take the first 2 goals and incorporate them into your 12-week year, and then go deeper on how you can achieve those first 2 goals within 12 weeks. And then the next 12 weeks. And then, you know what I'm saying? So break it down, but do your own research on the 12-week year. This is my first time practicing the 12-week year, and I'm super excited about it because I feel like I do goals every single year, and then I get to the end of the year and I maybe have accomplished like 2 or 3 of those goals, and that's good. But I just want to know what's going to feel like to accomplish everything that I set out to accomplish that year. And to make it a little bit easier for me, because I am a fiance, I am a mother, I am a business owner, I am a creative, and so life can get a little bit overwhelming at times. But when you break it down as far as you can, it gets easy, it gets attainable. It doesn't feel as overwhelming. And so that's why I have decided to personally partake in the 12-week year. But if you don't want to do that and you just want to stick to the 12-month year, 3 to 5 attainable goals, and you got that, then go ahead and do it. But if you want to take it a step further, then I would say take at least 1 or 2 of those goals that you put on your 12-month goal list and put it within your 12-week goal list, and break it down a little bit further on how you can directly accomplish that one goal. Just make it a little bit easier for yourself, y'all. All of this is, in essence, supposed to help us just be successful in all of our endeavors in 2024 and beyond, because these are habits that you want to then carry on into the next year and the next year and the next year and the next year. And I saw this clip from Oprah, and I was going to try to insert it here, but you already know they flagged me when I tried to put that Kevin Hart clip in. Somebody had asked Oprah a question like, how can a person be successful? And Oprah said, a successful person knows what they want. A successful person does not live in chaos and overwhelm in their mind. They know exactly who they want to be, and every single action, decision, everything is intentional, leading up to that one specific goal. Who do you want to be is a question that I would dare ask you. And whoever that is, create your life, create your vision board, create you in 2024 around that specific purpose. I wish you guys a very successful and happy preparation planning for 2024. Peace.